Tip number 4 on the Start Here playlist is near and dear to my heart, and that is this. There are no secrets. There are no one cool trick that only one person on the internet knows about. Anytime somebody wants to start a health journey, one of the first places we look these days is we start Googling or we start doing YouTube, right? And I spent a couple weeks at the Mayo Clinic, and in every office that I went in, there was a poster that said, Google is not a doctor. That's because Google is not a doctor. Unfortunately, what happens is most people online are trying to sell you something. That's why on this channel, I don't monetize this channel. I don't put affiliate links on this channel. I'm not trying to sell you anything on this channel. At some point, I may have a subscription that gives you more content because I got to pay the bills somehow, but I'm not giving you this information to sell you something. I'm not going to sell you, my special program that nobody else knows about. Look, getting healthy is very simple and very boring. Everybody wants the hack. Everybody wants, well, if I can just do this for 5 minutes every day, like the big one I'm seeing now online as I'm recording this is I see this Tai Chi walking program and it's all AI, by the way. It's all AI people. And they're like, this is what I looked like. And now 2 months later, this is what I look like. And it goes from this like the giant guy to like this ripped and shredded guy. And it's like, that's not a thing. There aren't any shortcuts. There aren't any secrets. There isn't one cool trick. Eat right, exercise regularly. And that's all I'm going to spend time talking about on this channel. But I want to shy you away from the temptation that all of us as humans have of taking shortcuts. There is no shortcut. Anybody who calls himself a biohacker, just stop listening to them. I'm not saying all the information they have is bad, but they're going to inundate you with the 5% stuff. And what I mean by that is when we're looking at your fitness, 10% of things are going to get you 90% of your results. Then there's this other 90% of little tiny things that may add up to get you 10% of results or 5% of results. And that's what the biohackers do, right? They're like, oh, well, if you do a cold plunge and a sauna and an ice bath and red light therapy and aromatherapy and this type of foam rolling and this type of massage gun and they go through all these things and they give you all these studies that tell you how wonderful they are and how effective they are. And their morning routine does all of those things. And that's all a load of crap. Every single one of them is either directly selling you something or they are investors in a company who makes a product they are trying to get you to buy. Do not fall for the secrets, the one cool tricks. The secret is you're going to have to get up off the couch. You're going to have to turn off the TV. You're going to have to eat better and you're going to have to exercise. That's the secret. I'm sorry that there's no hack. I'm sorry that there's no shortcut. The quicker that we stop looking for those secrets and hacks and one cool tricks, the better off we are. Anytime you see somebody say, all of these other people don't know what they're talking about, none of these other things work, but I have this thing that, nope, they don't. They absolutely do not run the other way. So there's your next kind of very important tip on the Start Here playlist is there is no secret. There is no one cool trick to get yourself in shape. It's just going to take some work.